Hey, good morning. This is John from Rich Gwin. This is a new show that I'm trying to promote, maybe cross-chain projects that you haven't heard about so that you can look into them and do your own diligence, as they say, to try and figure out if it's something that you want to invest in. I have the distinct pleasure of talking to one of my earliest friends in this space, Tionte from GreenZone. And GreenZone is originally built on the XRPL. But I would like him to explain to everybody that's watching what GreenZone is and what you're trying to accomplish with GreenZone. Good morning, Tionte. How are you?
Good morning, John. Thank you for having me on, man.
My pleasure, brother. Go ahead. Tell us
Yes.
a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, first off, my name is Tionte Bogan. I'm the founder and CEO of GreenZone. And our mission at GreenZone is to create a circular economy out of waste. A lot of people want to get into the digital asset class, but sometimes they don't have the funds to, especially like in communities like Brownsville and Baltimore, Maryland, and Montgomery, Alabama. But they're surrounded by value, and everybody produces waste. So our mission is to create that circular economy by turning those tangible items, so plastic, aluminum, cardboard, all that still has a value, and we're just bringing that over to the blockchain. So instead of somebody paying monthly fees for recycling, they can recycle through our program, and they are incentivized earning digital assets. And it's a way we're tokenizing waste, because the recycling industry is over $36 billion right now. It's expected to be 82 billion by 2030. We're always creating waste. The average person produces 4.4 pounds of waste a day, and that's not biological waste. That's just plastic, your paper, your mail, your junk mail, that still has value. So instead of having to go into these landfills and just sitting there and producing methanes and messing up the environment that's affecting the communities that's close to those landfills, we have found a way to actually revolutionize that, where, hey, that value is going to the correct people, and also is doing something for the environment to keep it sustainable.
Nice. And so when has this, I mean, I'm assuming that what has been the old way that you would say, obviously you see recycling bins, and in the US you have to pay every month for people to come around and pick them up. With utilizing DLT, distributed ledger technology, how are you trying to upend that business model? Like, how will people be rewarded with with their waste that they're already generating anyway?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, most people are paying for these services. Either, you're paying that monthly fee, or $25, or every 3 months you're paying $75. But these companies are making a lot of money from that waste. So we were like, okay, well, here's a way you can take this waste that has a value, and then you can just tokenize it by either putting other assets like XRP, XDC, Chain. These are limited assets as compared to governments that are going to continue to print money. So here's a way we can get people into this asset class, so it's not all about buy this token. You could just simply recycle and still be a part of this asset class. And that, like I said, that was our main focus. As I was stationed here in Brownsville, Texas, and when I was in the military, when I was working on the border, and I just saw, like, even though the city is labeled one of the poorest cities in the United States, it's still very rich because it's all this waste. When I go to the Boca Chica Beach or to the Jamie Zapata boat ramp, all this waste is there. And these are beautiful places that people want to come with their families. They shouldn't have to see that stuff there. And you're surrounded by value at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So why not work with inside our community, give everybody a level playing field to be a part of this asset class? It's simply, you don't have to purchase a token. You can recycle, you can be part of this on a global scale. So it's not just in Brownsville, it's in Maryland, it's in other places, and we plan to expand more. And then more people will realize that, hey, if we come together as a community, you can bring your utility bills to zero.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, no, I've seen a few of your cleanups. You've posted some links to some of the cleanups that you guys did at you said it was Boca Beach, I think. Yeah, down in South Texas. So like, it's interesting that one of the things about recyclables is everybody just thinks, it's a hassle to separate. But there's real value in aluminum cans. There's real value in glass. And even in California, where I lived for many years when I served, you could turn in cans and glass for deposit. So this is kind of the idea of actually receiving a exchangeable crypto coin for the fact that you're making the effort to go and to collect up these recyclables that you use anyway. That's basically the way that I understand it. That's pretty cool, man. I mean, so in DLT actually made it easier for you to do that. How? Like, I know that originally when you started the business, you guys were you're delivering bins and people that wanted to participate, and then you would go and pick. Are you still picking up those bins, or are you trying to do it through machines, or where are you guys at in the business model right now?
So right now we are doing curbside recycling. So we have our bins where people can recycle that way. But we are transitioning into a new model where we're going to install recycling vending machines where people can go to one of these machines, insert their plastic bottles, aluminum cans, what else can it take? The actual cardboard milk cartons. They're actually working on that, installing that too now. And you'll be able to go to these machines. So hopefully you can be at a Walmart or a HEB or a local store, and then you can recycle, earn your tokens, and then go spend them at a store. So that's what we're looking at right now. Can you go back over one more question? I'm sorry. You had said one more thing.
No, so the business model originally, I know that quite a couple of years ago, I remember you guys got a van and you were doing a lot of pickups. Can you walk somebody? Let's say they've reached out and they want a bin, and right now you're only doing that in the Brownsville area. Is that correct?
Yes, we're only servicing curbside right now in the RGV. So most customers will go to our website. They would purchase a bin. That is the only time to actually get in because we don't charge a monthly service for the recycling. That's free. So the bin is $40, and then you'll create your wallet. You'll go to our website, get your bin, and then schedule your drop off. So we drop off the bin to you. Once you're done recycling, you'll go back to our website and schedule a pickup. And once we come and pick up those recyclables, you're rewarded GZX instantly for recycling. So the DLT was a great way for us because we can move value that's never been done before. So a lot of these big waste companies, they say, oh, it's not feasible to us. It's too much friction using traditional banking rails. With DLT and blockchain technology, you can move pennies. You can move pennies and distribute that wealth to somebody. So even if a person is only recycling and getting only 10 cents, that's on demand.
Still can be right. Exactly.
Yeah. So and then plus you're getting a limited asset.
Oh yeah, no, that's super cool because I'm sure there's pairs set up between the GZX and I know you've probably so I'm assuming you've got some pairs set up to where if somebody collects GZX for their the recyclables that they're collecting up at their house and they're in the Brownsville area and they've gone to your website, they've set up a time for pickup and things like that. When you go and you scan that and they receive their GZX, they would then have those coins that they could turn around and either hold, stake, or swap for whatever pair that you got. Do you have any pairs set up for the GZX token? And if so, what are they?
Yeah, so GZX is a cross-chain asset originally on XRPL, but it has the bridging capabilities thanks to our partnership with OneChain. We can bridge to Ethereum, BNB, XDC, Tron. What's the last two? The XRPL and BNB. So
nice.
we have it where people can have different wallets. Our goal is to never force somebody into one blockchain because somebody might not like one blockchain. So it's like, okay, you can choose whatever wallet you want, just use a smart contract, then you can receive the tokens that way. Also, you can stake it on the Globians platform that's on the XDC network. There's a liquidity pools for GZX on OneChain and the XDC network. On OneChain, there's a liquidity pool where you can swap you can recycle and you can earn GZX and swap for Bitcoin, OneChain, XRP, XDC, GBEX. Soon we plan to have gold and silver in our liquidity pool so people can swap that. And that was another thing that a lot of people, they didn't want the crypto. So when we tell them like down here in Brownsville, it's an older generation. So I don't want crypto, but it's like, okay, well, we have tangible assets where it can be redeemed for gold and silver. So that's the exciting part. So you can make this accessible for everybody to be a part of this. If you don't want crypto, you can earn NFTs. There's some people that just like NFTs. So it's all about accommodating to the customer and make it so they want to be actually participants of the program.
Yeah. And so what has your feedback been from people that have gone on the website and because I know right now it's early on and I know you're expanding into these other areas, but I'm assuming you've gotten some feedback from your customers in the Brownsville area. What's the general consensus? Are they enjoying the ease of the ability to earn these GZX tokens and instead of just constantly paying for somebody to come and pick up those recyclables?
So most of our customers actually do not receive GZX. They don't want it. They just are happy with the free service. So
Nice.
they're like, wow, I have a company that's coming to my house picking up recyclables every week. So
Right.
that's what the real value for them. But our goal is to slowly keep educating them so they can learn how this technology works, so they can be a part of it. So we're like, hey, this is an asset. You sure you don't
You're
want it?
giving
You
it
sure?
away.
Yeah. So, but
Yeah, no, I
it's
totally
good,
get it.
you know. But we do a lot of cleanup events, so that's a great way of being an education with programs with our partners, like RGB fishing waterway cleanups. We've done a lot of cleanups with them, a veteran organization, and just getting people involved. It's all about the education because yeah, you're offering people free service, but they're still skeptical about the crypto. So it's all about
Sure.
building that grassroots with them and education from the bottom up.
Yeah, and you've just announced, I believe, on your page recently. I don't know if it's been in the last couple of weeks, but you just announced a new partnership with a local. I don't know if it was a county or what was that all about?
Oh, so that was Cameron County Constable,
Yeah.
Precinct 1. They're one of our first customers that's in our test, our pilot program, the Recycle to Earn, and they're recycling, you know, and it's actually good to see that, hey, they're open to the idea and they're getting involved with the community. I want to thank Constable Norman Esquivel for the amazing work that he's done. You know, he's been real pillar in the community and down here in the RGB, and it's good to see that, hey, even though they're out there protecting the lives of our community, they're still getting involved in the sustainability sector and actually recycling. And now these funds are being able to go back to the community, you know. So they're doing water gun fights with the community, and that's from you know, the value from recyclables. So it's a win-win where everybody can be a part of this and just, hey, you know, grow with it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, obviously, I don't think anybody can really argue that recycling is not in the future. I mean, like you hear about all the big companies are trying to scramble around and determine some way to offset their carbon footprint. You know, whether you believe in that or not, that you know that idea. It's definitely something I think is going to be forced into the corporate culture. Do you see these machines or these programs that you're running? Do you see them as a way that companies or big entities could offset if they're you know being told they need to offset their carbon footprint? Do you see that your program could be one of the ways that they could do that?
Well,
And how?
as I mentioned, I don't want to ever force nobody. I don't believe
Yeah.
in mandating somebody, you know, but I believe it's a program that can be implemented on a universal scale that can benefit residents, commercial businesses. Just think about it, like your regular insurance company, they still produce paper. So instead of paying a waste fee and just getting it thrown away, going to the landfill, at least why not earn something that can still benefit your business at the end of the day? So that's all it's about, just working. Like I said, we reach out to a lot of government officials to let them know, hey, this is what we're doing. You can get involved also and just you know, help us out. Just if you really care about the environment, just do what you can to help get the word out there. We're not telling people to buy it, just recycle.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and be rewarded to do it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like, no, definitely. I really enjoy the idea, the premise of it, and I think that this distributed ledger technology in general, whatever chain it's on, gives you an opportunity really to move value so much cheaper than, like you said, the friction points that maybe traditional you know. So basically, a recycling company would pay their trucks to go around and collect, and they would have to sell, and then they would have to move that money bank to bank or whatever the case may be. So there's friction points in all that process. But if you move it to where people are dropping these things off in your vending machines or they're using your bins and it's getting picked up and scanned at the curb, I mean, that's about as friction. And then if you're moving, like you said, pennies instead of, you can move fractions of pennies for a fraction of a penny. It's obviously the friction point is gone at that point. So I love what you're doing. I mean, I have from the moment that I first heard about it. And you started out, I believe, on the XRPL. What year did you actually launch GreenZone? When was that?
So we launched in 2021. We were originally on Tron, but we migrated to the
Okay, Tron.
XRPL. We migrated. It was a big thing when it came to KYC and security. So we wanted to make sure we gave our customers a secure platform that if you did decide to buy GZX, it was on a secure platform that that's regulated. And with XRP not being labeled security, we felt it was the best option, and with KYC, so we can have that information, know everything we're doing in a compliant manner.
Yeah, and KYC is going to be a bigger thing. Are you, when you guys are setting up accounts, are you doing your own KYC, or is that something that's handled by the platforms that you're creating your pairs on?
So it's usually the platforms or the
Okay.
wallets that you can receive GZX on. So like Globiance, you use your KYC, but for like WanChain, if you have your own wallet, you can just simply receive the tokens there.
Okay, very cool. So future plans, what do you guys got on the horizon? Anything that's any alpha you can share with the people that are watching this video of what GreenZone has working on that you're getting ready to launch?
Yeah, man, it's exciting times over here, but we've been moving real slow, just playing the turtle race. But we're actually launching our Recycle to Earn DAO with our 4 partners that are going to be a part of this. So this is going to be, I think, a revolutionary way for getting people involved that want to invest in sustainable manners. And then you're also going to be earning revenue from the ads from our recycling vending machine. So it's going to be a group of 4 companies for my city in Baltimore, Maryland, that's doing food waste and composting. Our partner Natural Jab, who is has a patent for micropyrolysis for turning plastic into fuel. And then we actually have the partnership with ACO Recycling, who is the actual manufacturer of these machines. And then Globiance for the back end. They will be the platform where people can receive their tokens. They're a regulated bank built on the XDC network. And I think that's a way for people to get more involved in this project, because there are barriers when we were on XRPL, with having to set trust lines. And when you're in disadvantaged communities, these people are deciding between a light bill or crypto. They're not going to have the 10 XRP to set a trust line and then all that. So we're just trying to make it accessible. And I think this Recycle to Earn DAO is just going to be something that's good. We're not trying to shield something out there to somebody, but we're trying to let them know that, hey, there are a group of people that are working together for the common goal, and each company has their own respective role to play in this bigger ecosystem.
Yeah, for sure. And so if anybody that's watching the video is very interested, all the links that he's mentioning as far as partners, links to information concerning the DAO. Do you guys have a Discord or anything like that you like to push information out to, or do you just primarily use X or your social medias?
So we're on every platform. We're on Twitter, we're on LinkedIn, we're on Facebook. We do have a Telegram. We don't use Discord anymore, but we plan to once we launch our DAO, so more people can know about the program. But those are our main ones. We also have a link that if you need any of our emails, phone numbers, I'll push that out, and then we can get that to people too.
Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. So I'll put all that stuff in the information in the description of this video. Any final comments, man, before we wrap this up? Is there anything that you'd like to close out this interview with?
I just want to thank you for inviting me on to speak and just let people know that we're very early and it's exciting times in the crypto space. And there's a lot of amazing projects out there that are doing amazing things when it comes to either education, music, art. There's a lot of value in this space. And I know a lot of people get sad at prices or other news that are going on, but don't let that deter you. Just keep building and looking for things that are going to make a revolutionary change, because I think this is a once in a life opportunity, and it's time to capitalize on this technology and use it for good to benefit communities.
I agree 100%. Thank you very much, Tionte, for jumping on, man. I really appreciate it. So listen, guys, if you're watching this and you're interested in looking at what's happening over there at GreenZone, like I said, again, the links will be in the description, and definitely support this project, because you know, getting in on anything early, recognizing the value in something and getting in on something early before 99% of the people know about it. That's where you really, really reap the benefits. So listen, thank you so much for coming on, Tionte. I appreciate you. Looking forward to seeing what's going on. And I will keep my ears on your page so I know exactly what's happening when things are being updated. I can't wait to see the Dow drop, man. That's going to be exciting stuff.
Yeah, thank you,
So,
man. Like I said, I think it's a good opportunity for people who want to get into waste management and don't have that traditional means of getting into like the stock market. This would be a way for people to be a part of this. And also, I forgot to mention, being a member of the Dow will actually get you voting rights. So this is going to be something where people have an actual input and get to vote on proposals that's going to be the direction of this. So it's exciting, and it's good to see how we're using this decentralized technology to benefit Americans.
100%, brother. Thank you so much for coming on, and we'll talk again soon. All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks for tuning in, and please give it a like and a share. I'm going to be doing some more of these with some other creators cross chain. It's not going to just be one chain. We're going to be looking at everybody, and things that I see value in, and things that I believe will do good in the future. All right. Have a great day. Tionte, thanks again, brother. We'll talk soon.
Talk soon. Bye.